Good morning.
Good morning.
It's actually, I feel like my blood pressure went down a few degrees
I said I could finally exhale.
at 9 o'clock this morning. Very exciting day.
It's historic. It's great.
Got to start somewhere.
Yep.
I think we might be a little light today. We'll see. How you doing, Andy?
I'm good. I'm
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I've got a sprained ankle, but it's a good thing that
We just sprained your ankle doing.
it's pretty ridiculous, actually.
That's
were-
telling the story.
Bridger and I were cleaning off the trampoline. There were a bunch of pine needles and stuff, and I lost my balance and twisted my ankle.
Not your traditional trampoline story, but I have like a friend who's an ER doctor, and she was telling me that most of the injuries coming in for kids are from trampolines. Like it's the #1 bone breaker.
Yeah, I can see that.
You can see that.
It was, what's
That being said, I follow these guys who do like a bunch of stupid trampoline stuff. Like they have scaffolding that they jump off of and do all kinds of tricks and such. And I'm in awe of them, but have no urge to do it anymore. We used to have one.
My quick-witted, compassionate little son goes, "Mom, it's just like that time you sprained your ankle doing that obstacle course race."
Oh,
He goes, "Do you want me to go get your crutches in the garage?"
he goes right for the throat. Right there's so you gotta feel bad for his future companion. I feel the same way with my daughters. Like, oh, all right, where's the exit strategy? That being said, I've had many lovely naps on the trampoline out in the back when we used to have it when they were really young. Just take naps on it. It's very comfortable.
I'll have to try it.
Secondary use. For sure. All right. Oh yeah. We are light today, which is okay. As long as everybody's taking in the moment, I understand. Right. We will press on. Give it a couple more minutes. Oh. I know I'm getting a little excited about this, but I'm blowing up on TikTok apparently. I have my daughter set up an account. I think I told you guys on Monday. She handed it over on Sunday with 800 followers, which I thought was amazing, considering like some of my hipster friends and their kids have like 50 followers. That I got 800 followers. I'm over 4,500 followers now.
Wow.
They're all 16-year-olds, but they're looking for
Killing it. Wow.
Yeah. She posted some additional videos that we made. I think it's important, I think it's more interesting that she's in the equation more than anything else. Yeah. 21,000 likes.
Wow.
Really because somebody starved for content, apparently. She made a really cute video. That's what set the whole thing off. Apparently the trope of, the dad-daughter, relationship thing is a big winner chicken dinner out there in the TikTok world.
That's cute. I'll have to tell Bridger. He'll be impressed.
Yeah.
How can we watch this video, Joey?
What's that?
How can we watch this video? I mean, I don't have TikTok, but my son does. So
Yeah, it's just the account she set up for me is joeysnacks.art. So you just search that.
okay.
If you just
Joey
do Joey Snacks, you'll get to my TikTok account, which has nothing on it at all. But,
That's like snacks as in like potato chip snacks, like Joey
Exactly.
snacks.
yeah,
Okay,
that's
cool.
one of my childhood nicknames.
Nice. I'm gonna have my son make it more viral.
There you go. Get the bump.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think most of them, it started out, a lot of them were my daughter's friends that bumped it, but then it's like crazy. And I'm like, oh, who are these people who are following me, right? I look and they're like, they're all like 16, 15, 14. It's really cute. So I don't know what to do with it, but we're making art together. My daughter and I is what I'm going to try to.
I love it. I love it. That's very bonding. This is the way we bond with our teenagers these days.
So cute. She really, it was a heartwarming moment. Oh, I think I actually posted it to Instagram. If you have Instagram.
Oh, I do. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you just look on my Instagram, you'll find it. And there it's just Joey Snacks. Right.
Okay.
All right, let's get this party, enough about me. Let's get this party started. Welcome today. Beautiful day in January. More than halfway through the month. Time goes, even when we're not paying attention. Tell me something good, guys. How are we starting the year? Anybody? We all have our health. That's good. Yeah, prospects.
We have a new president.
Mm-hmm. Officially at 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Like I said, my blood pressure went down just a smidge right then and there. Anybody else? Any good news for this week? New listings, new opportunities, new family members?
Not for me.
Oh, your house is full enough. Take a deep breath. Wait till one moves out. Alex Dion's in a new escrow. Congratulations, Alex. It's great news. All right, let's move forward. Well, I cough. Excuse me. Yikes. What's up? Deep cleaning Sunday, the 24th. That's this weekend. So the office will be closed from 3 o'clock till the next morning, so that it gets the full impact of the clean. Thank you, John. Excuse me. Ed Ed had another appointment to go to. I'm so sorry. I'm going to be coughing. I meant to take my sinus medicine this morning and forgot. But let's not forget about the morning check-in, 9 o'clock. It's a great way to start the day and get your juices flowing. Keep it moving, John. I think it's another Ed. Ed's not here, so we'll have to move forward without him. Ignite 2.0 starts on Monday. It starts on Monday the 25th, which is next Monday, right? With that date. I'm sorry. Today is the 20th. Oh, hold on, John. Go back. Yeah, Monday the 25th. Starts on Monday the 25th. All are welcome. The meetings it'll be Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday at 11:45 to 12:45. It'll probably go to 1 o'clock most days, but it is pretty militant about keeping respectful of your time. So please jump in. Whether you're a seasoned agent or a new agent, it's a great place to refresh and to start honing your business. Taught by our gracious ALC members who are going to come up next here, and also Ed and myself. We'll do this again next week when everybody's here, but I would like to acknowledge our 2021 ALC Agent Leadership Council. And this is leadership in the office who's there to help you and to help the agent, help the office move forward. All of these people were on the ALC last year, and they are dedicated to helping each agent in their individual businesses, as well as making decisions to advance the office and to make sure we're getting you, the agents, all the support, technology, and education that you guys need, right? But these are the beautiful people that that so gracefully helped me in doing that. I thank them all. Oh, so there you go. Monday, the 25th. So the first part, or the first module is I think action packed. So I break it into two pieces, and so Monday the 25th will be part one, and Tuesday the 26th will be part two. Will fuel your career. Excuse me, John. There we go. Howie, I don't believe is on today. Let's we'll move past that. But Andy is. Hi, Andy. How are you doing today?
Hi, everybody. I'm good. I'm good. Just a quick update. So I've got my pulse on the market and things like that, and I'm privy to what's going on in terms of offers that are going out and being submitted, and things that are really sort of hot buttons when people are submitting offers. The biggest thing right now that I'm seeing are appraisal waivers.
You mean no contingency, no non-appraisal contingent? Yeah.
Yes. You know, I always push this back to the buyer, of course, on whether they're comfortable or not. I'm not a licensed appraiser. I don't have any contact or connection with the appraiser. It's illegal for me to contact the appraiser. So, you know, I lean that back to the buyer on making that decision. What I would say though is where movement comes in is we are still very much able to offer quick timelines with everything else, right? Our appraisals are getting turned around in about 8 days.
Wow.
Which is quick. We're getting loan approvals in less than 24 hours. From a timeline perspective, we're 18 days, 20 days, something to that effect. But it's really important for everybody to know and understand there are a lot of cooks in the kitchen. So as much as I would like to say, yes, absolutely, appraisals are guaranteed back in 8 days or whatever, it's important to keep in mind that we have the appraisers. We're working from the same list that every bank and every other lender is working from. There's not some secret list of appraisers that's out there.
Mm-hmm.
So if appraisers are behind, that's going to affect timeline. If for some reason the listing agent, lags on scheduling, if the appraiser calls and they don't get a call back for scheduling for 2 days, that affects timeline. There's a lot of cooks in the kitchen. So we're still doing what we can do to move things along. But I am seeing the request to remove appraisal contingency a lot. And I push that back on buyers agents and the buyers. We can certainly deliver on every other end of the transaction. But ultimately, if for some reason the appraisal doesn't come in, maybe it comes in a little bit lower, that's entirely up to the buyer on making that decision. So
You in good conscience cannot, recommend that they waive the appraisal until they understand the ramifications of doing that. Hey, if you're okay with paying over the appraisal price and you have the money to fill that gap, then that makes it a sounder choice and a more educated choice.
right.
But if you don't have any intention of doing that, then if you're running tight already, then maybe not think about doing that. Right?
Yeah, and we can certainly work to turn everything else around. The other piece of it too is as far as hands in the pot and people in the mix. Just to give a little perspective, there's no less than 10 people that are working with me at Movement to get every single loan done.
Right.
By the time you factor in the title company, the escrow company, if you're looking at a condo, for instance, the HOA, we rely on the HOA to also be attentive with what we need from them in supplying the HOA documents. And then you factor in the appraisal and so forth. So lots of hands in the pot. We can do everything we possibly can to make it seamless with everything else. If somebody's in a position of wanting to waive the appraisal for competing with offers, there's ways that we can work it in, but it's ultimately not up to us in terms of the waiver.
Sorry, and it shouldn't be. It should be, it should be up to the buyer themselves. And I would encourage the agent not to press clients to remove that contingency. You could present it, and you could present it in its entirety, right? Understanding what the pluses and minuses and the pitfalls of it are. But I would encourage you to be as honest as possible about the process. And to keep yourself out of liability, right? If it gets to a point where the appraisal comes in short and the buyer cannot rise to the occasion, and the seller, wants to cancel on them, or they want to cancel and they don't have the ability to cancel. More importantly, that's really the biggest issue. That you don't want it to be your fault.
Yeah.
That is happening.
And quick, another side note in terms of the transition of the presidency and with Janet Yellen coming in, there is thought that there could be some tightening of the reins with the CFPB, which is the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, and tightening of the reins would trickle down into lending, and that could be a tightening of I don't want to say underwriting guidelines, but certain regulations to further protect consumers from bad loans, bad lending, all of those things. And with that, there's been a little bit of an increase in interest rates. I'm sure everybody's noticed, the price of gold and Bitcoin are up while the value of the dollar has gone down. These are all, directly related to the transition and movement in office. So just food for thought, and I'll keep my pulse on guideline changes and changes in lending, and of course, pass the information along.
Thank you, Miss Andy.
Yeah.
Have a good day. All right. Who is next, Ben or Raha? Who's popping up next, John?
Dun, dun, dun.
Boom. That's Andy. Raha,
Hi.
how are you this morning?
Good morning. I'm doing well. So today I'm going to continue off what we briefly discussed last week in regards to the new fire disclosure. So I have some notes here. Thank you, John, for helping me set this all up. So I'm going to share my screen. And let's see. Does that work now? No? Yes? No? John, am I doing something wrong on my end? Because it's desktop 1 and then, let me see.
You're lots of clicking on that computer.
Yeah,
It's not
no.
sharing.
no.
Oh, no,
Okay.
So what were you trying to share, the document?
Yes. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why it's not working. Okay, so I'm just, so it's the home fire hardening disclosure advisory. So this disclosure is only required for sellers of residential properties, 1 to 4 units.
John, could you put that slide up that you had up?
Yeah, we can have that at least. Yeah. Okay. This is for any property constructed before January 2020. So it's for properties that are located in either like a high or very high fire hazard zone. And how do we know how to locate this information? So we would find this in the NHD report. It may also be available through like local agencies where this information should have been filed. And the disclosure is a 1-page advisory, and we should include it in all sales that are currently in escrow if they are in a fire hazard zone.
So I went into some hyper mode because Nina Chia had a property that was in a high fire zone.
Mm-hmm.
And there was 2 delineations, there high fire and high fire severity zones. Both of those fall under this jurisdiction. Here's what I found out, right? This is so new that there's really no support information for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's something this is a classic, MLS car kind of approach to things. They see a big problem, they throw the biggest blanket they can on it, and then they start, trimming back from there. But their initial intention is just to smother the whole issue. They did it with the Corona lockdown. They do it with clear cooperation. So, I got this great question from Nina, and that was in the form. They asked, "What have you done to fire harden your house?"
Mm-hmm.
Now, or list the things that you've done to fire harden your house. The average client or homeowner does have no idea what that really means.
Right.
And as I called around, I called fire departments, I called inspectors, I called people who set up fire systems for buildings, people who refill extinguishers, people who do phase 1 reports.
Mm-hmm.
None of them. And what I was asking for, hey, is there a service out there that will come out, look at your house, and tell you what what you can do to fire harden your house or supply some kind of service to fire harden your house. And I came up with a giant goose egg on this. CAR nor the local board had really no strong direction. At this point, it's a disclosure more than anything else, right? And
Right.
so there are materials out there that give a standard, mostly coming from Northern California, because that's where they have more experience with fires there. And there are some things you can do to ember storm proof your house, which is a term I've never ever used before, and to fire harden your house. It's so funny. These guys in the fire industry didn't even know they're like, that's the first time I've even heard the term fire hardening your home. So just understand that this is a new, is just some pioneering involved in this conversation, that the standards have not been really solidified. Right. I encourage several inspector / non-disclosure. I'm sorry, not the non-disclosure, but people who do compliance for retrofitting to maybe start looking at it. Right, as I had these many conversations. But if what you want to really focus on now is disclosing. It's a secondary disclosure. Yes, it's in the NHD, but you want to make sure that that any potential buyer has this disclosure, that this is in a high fire severity zone or high fire severity zone. And there are some things, the point is that's going to deter people, which will affect value. And then on the opposite end, there is, what can I do to neutralize that, right? And so there's a list of things that you could do to fire harden your house. But right now, there's no certification or any service that directly responds to those issues.
Thank you, Joey.
Like I said, I went in deep because I had an agent asking all about it. Any questions? I'll answer them if I have any, if I know. Okay, yeah, so that's even more to the point of doing more upfront work on a listing. So order that NHD quickly so you have that information. All right.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Next.
Oh, Joey, I forgot to, I mentioned this last time, but please remember to have the latest forms for all of your transactions. If you are saving the form from your car form on your desktop, or if you've printed it out and you continue to use that same one, please check to see if there has been an updated version on car. Because these keep getting updated and we want to make sure that we provide the clients with the latest ones. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Ma'am. All right, next.
Bye.
I'm having a connection problem today. Ven, how you doing, buddy?
Pretty good. Good afternoon, everybody. Just checking in to say hi. Ember storm, fire hardening. Interesting. Yeah, that's all new stuff. Just want to add a little bit about what Andy was saying with the new administration coming on. There's going to be, there's talks of another 15,000 tax credit for first-time home buyers. So hopefully, that means more buyers can enter the market. But at the same time, that's probably a something to counteract something else. Maybe, I don't know. But other than that, want to also share with you guys in terms of having a title rep, in your office that works with you. That's part of a boutique system. part of the whole forward living and the KW in your office, you know, there were a couple of issues recently where I had to get involved to kind of get a file closed and whatnot. So just know that that's available to you. You know, it's one call to me, and then I call the TO or I call our president directly, and we get it resolved if it can be resolved. So just keep that in mind. It's nice to have, you know, a team that you can work with everybody there, lending and TC and escrow, and we're all on the same team. Okay.
Yep. Those partnerships are defined in the challenging moments, not in the good times, right? In the good times, it's, you know, easy. Most transactions are, have clean titles, and the transfer of title is fairly a rote process, but it is having those relationships, or having the right relationship when an issue comes up, right?
Absolutely.
That partner, and you're somebody we can count on. Ben and I both have a direct line to decision makers, right? And so it's about doing everything possible to get the deal closed, bulletproofing your deal. Thanks, Ben, as always.
Thank you.
Where are you going, John? Or was that Raha's share is popping up? I think actually today is the first day of Bold for anyone who missed it. It's recorded and you could still jump in, but we'll leave it in there for today. 6 weeks, 3 hours per day, including today. Oh, we have some people in Bold too. Yeah. There you go. We pumped that up, I think, enough. Okay, John. Family reunions next, February 15th through 18th. I think there's still time. There was a iPad drawing or two if you registered within, I think, to the end of this week, it might be. And if anybody needs help with that, let me know. Some birthdays. Oh, big one for birthdays. You got Julian and Robert, Amal, John, Yasu, Anna Kim, Jenny, Rachel. Rachel's this is today, right? Mark Zecca, also Morgan Phillips, James Yee, Carly Reeves, David Kaplan, Vivian Young, and Shafiq this week. Shafiq and his lovely wife, his lovely bride, are 6 days apart there in birthdays. Nice. We have some closings this week. Close out Rob Marin, congratulations on First Circle. Heidi Davis, Red Bates Hennington, Tiffany and Rachel, and Ji-Sung. Close another one. Excellent job, guys. New escrows open this week. Heidi on Bel Air. Congratulations, Heidi. Heidi Davis. I'm sorry, Tracy on Bel Air. Heidi Davis on Vic Stone. And the Woodward team and Stella Meyer and Christina Kim and Chloe Kim. Look at that. On South Wilton, we have an inter-office deal on that. That's great. Four agents seeing the benefit. Also some closed leases. Sharon Bastomsky and Yvette closed some leases this week. Congratulations, guys. New listings. What we got? Tim Meinelschmidt has La Jolla as a lease, $3,100, 1 bedroom, 1 bath, 800 square feet in the middle of West Hollywood there. Also, Stefan has a Stefan Case has a listing on Burnett in North Hills. It's 2 bedroom, 3 bath, 1,275 square feet. For $429,000. Stefan, are you on there? Did you want to?
Yeah, actually, we're opening escrow, $31,000 over today.
Damn, that's like 8 or 9% over asking price. Great job.
Yeah, it's crazy out there right now.
Even in North Hills, right?
Yeah.
North Hills has been pretty busy.
Yeah, right now is a good time to unload.
All right. What else you got there? We have Howard. Howard has a lease listing on Traction, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,240 square feet in the Mora building for $2,950. Lena has a lease on Poinsettia. I just drove by that yesterday. 534 North Poinsettia Place, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,713 square feet for $4,350. Tiffany Chin on Oxford. You want to talk about this, Tiffany? I don't know. I thought I saw her on there. Anyways.
Can you hear me?
Oh, now I can. Yep.
Yeah, Oxford, we just relaunched that one. So it's a small single family home, like 528 square feet little bungalow on about I want to say 1,400 square foot lot. There are two of them, one in front of the other. The front one is completely updated. Everything has been touched on there. And, you know, it's a good condo alternative for someone who's looking for a first home. And the back bungalow, you know, could use some TLC, but the upside on that one is that there are outdoor spaces. So there's a large outdoor dining area and then a patio in the back as well. So the one in the back is listed for $475 and the one in the front $495. Public Records has it as a 1-bedroom, 1-bath for each of them, but the sellers have carved out a 2nd bedroom / office in each of them as well.
Yep.
So be a good, you know, duplex type of situation, even though there are separate APN numbers, or, you know, two completely separate families buying each house too.
Excellent.
That's it.
Thank you, Tiffany.
Thank you.
All right. Next we have, you might as well stay on. Playa del Rey, 549, 1-bedroom, 1-bath, 761 square feet.
Yes,
Hold on.
that one. Yeah, that one's really great. It's in Playa del Rey. It's a great little starter home or a downsize for someone. You are near the beach. You're near the Playa del Rey beach over there. What can I tell you? Laundry room on each floor. They don't allow washer dryer in unit, but each floor at least has a laundry room, and they are mobile app operated, so super convenient. You know, it's just laid out really well. 2 skylights. It gets a good amount of natural light in there, and we cleaned it up. So yeah, a great place to start someone off on a starter home, or if someone's retiring and just needs a smaller place.
Excellent.
Oh, and the HOA dues are really low, $275 a month, and it includes a fitness room and a swimming pool. And they've reduced the HOA dues twice in this building since my client owned it.
Wow. Oh, you want to go?
Sorry, what's next? I'm in the car, so I can't see. Oh, hello?
Serrano's.
Oh, Serrano. Yeah, Serrano, we have refreshed on the market as well. We've gotten a good amount of activity recently. So it's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath house, originally 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and the back, a prior owner had added like a master suite in the back. So it's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath house now. You could convert the garage if you wanted to. It has a detached garage, and yeah. Good place to have a lot of people over if you have a big family.
Oh, excellent. I keep shutting it off because I have construction behind me, apparently. Peter O and Myron have a 2-bedroom, 3-bath on Kentucky Drive, and that is $795,000 for 1. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's try that again. For 1,676 square feet, 2 bedrooms, 3-bath for $795. Calm down. Ji-sung, are you on here?
Yes, hi
You want
everybody.
to talk about St. Andrews?
Okay, this is a 2-bed, 2 bath, 972 square feet,
the laundries in the community and pretty bright and renovated kitchen, and in the summertime it's cool and winter times warm to save the save the electric bill. So this one is my personal property, so offers due by this Saturday. Please let me know if you have any question.
Excellent. Thanks, Jisung.
No problem.
Next is Tracy Pence, Buffalo lease. You want to talk about that a little bit, Tracy?
Sure. This is a 3-bedroom, like 1.5 bath. It's like really cute house. I encourage you all to look at the video and the pictures. Wood floors throughout, big front yard, big backyard. It actually is a weird situation because the house is for lease, but they do have a back house that is a completely separate address that is not included with it. So, which I see a lot recently because you're able to get a separate address on your ADU. So, but you don't really have any contact with that unit. It's just a single person living in it anyway. But anyway, it's an adorable house. The owner is a friend of mine who lives out of state, and you know, he's willing to do whatever is needed to assist any new tenants. So give me a call. You know, I'm gonna actually press active as soon as this is over. So you guys are seeing it first.
Yep, it's a big house. It's almost 2,000 square feet too.
Yeah, I mean, it's the living area is what's biggest, which is the best part, I think, because it has a kitchen that's kind of redone that overlooks the living area with like huge windows. It's really bright. And he moved because they have a ton of children and they basically can't afford to live in California anymore. So, yeah, choices.
Love it. All right, excellent. Thanks, Tracy. Next, we have Christina Kim on Burlington, 16 bedrooms and 8 beds. Christina, are you here to help us make sense of that?
So it's actually a legal boarding house. So there's 16 rooms that are being rented. I've got the OM with the rent roll if you guys want it. It's on an R4. It's fully occupied. It's over 6% cash flow. It's a cap rate. So it's a really high cash flow. Easy to manage. There's a guy on site that actually manages it for the owner. So just the owner is just going through some personal issues, and so he's liquidating his portfolio. So this is one of many properties that he's going to be dispersing. But it's right on Burlington and Wilshire, so prime location as far as entering downtown LA. Okay, so let me know if anyone's interested. I can show prior to an accepted offer, one of the rare income properties that are allowed to do that. So let me know.
Right outside of downtown, right?
Yeah, right outside of downtown. It backs into an alley. It's got parking for tenants in the back as well. And then right across that alley, there's an empty parking lot as well. So if you guys want to do like some sort of a development play on it, totally feasible. The back street is Bonnie Bray. The front street is Burlington. Okay.
Thanks, Christina. John. Oh, all right, there we go. Wants needs. What else do you guys in need of? Day Park has a new listing going live this evening on Westchester Place. It's 8 bedrooms, 7 baths. I think it's also a boarding house for some reason, or being used as a boarding house right now.
Joey, I have one. It's Lorna.
Yeah, Lorna. How you doing, Lorna?
Hey, how you doing, love? Tracy and I have one in Lafayette Square. You can see it in the MLS under coming soon. It's a Mediterranean 5-bedroom, 5-bath. One of the bathrooms is in the finished garage. There are 2 bedrooms downstairs, 3 bedrooms upstairs. It's in great condition, really pretty. We are starting to show it, but pictures won't be up until probably the end of the week.
Where is that, Lorna? I'm sorry.
It is at 1836 Virginia Road. It's listed for $2 million, just shy of $2,098,000.
Excellent. Thank you, Lorna.
You're welcome, love.
I have something that I want to say, sort of office bucket, for my dear Christina. So her escrow with Andrew and Stella and Chloe and Christina, the buyer was actually a referral from me. And I just want to encourage everybody that if you encounter somebody that isn't a good fit for you, and in this case they weren't, they were lovely people, but they just really needed someone who could communicate with them in Korean for their comfort level. And I passed them on to Christina, and it's kind of exciting that it all
happened. And Charlotte, you need to be acknowledged in that also, in being self-aware enough to understand that you weren't the right tool for this project, right?
But that's my point, is everybody to understand that just because your situation might not work out particularly with somebody, it doesn't mean there isn't somebody in our office that it would be perfect for. And the fact that it happens to end up being both sides of the deal is all the better.
Yeah. So there's like 5 people from our office involved in this deal. That's the story.
That's so cool.
Right?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's fun.
And again,
Keeping it all in-house.
Your high-mindedness for sure.
Yeah, no, keeping it all in-house. But, you know, I do want to give a shout out to Charlotte too. She's was, you know, so kind and generous. And she called me up and said, I ran into these buyers. They may be making an offer, you know, can you help them out? You know, obviously. So I talked to them, things, you know, things transpired in a very positive way, very unexpectedly, because I obviously when I first met them too, Charlotte and I both didn't have a whole lot of hope, but I put the best foot forward. I worked with them the best that I could, and we got them to the finish line thanks to Andrew and Stella. So we were able to do that, and I'm appreciative of always my colleagues in the office that think of me and use me as a resource. So I'm here if you guys need me. All right.
And it's the second time she's done this for me too, because we had a horrific sale last summer that Christina found the buyer for and hung in there for a 7-month escrow. And so I don't know, and there's some good folks in our office, and I appreciate you all.
Oh, that's very sweet, Charlotte. Thank you. In that realm, let me, I'll jump in and say congratulations to Mr. Meinl Schmidt, who just acquired his broker's license. Congratulations, Tim.
Go, Tim. Woo-hoo!
Thank you. Don't know what the hell.
That's all you got?
That's it.
Yeah, okay.
That's it.
More eloquent.
Figured I'd
all right,
hit the books while I'm stuck in the house, right?
Yeah, maybe. Understood. All right, anybody else? Wants, needs, fill the bucket? Are you raising your hand, Christina, or are you just?
Yeah, I've got a client I'm still looking very heavily for. I'm looking for like an entertainment warehouse, something like a dance, something that they could use as a dance studio. It's got to have its own parking lot and all that stuff. Preferably in a more safer neighborhood. They are open even up to like Van Nuys, the Valley, whatever. They were looking in North Hollywood, actually. I think that's the cutoff. But anyways, if you've got any opportunities for a commercial lease that's suitable for a dance studio, please let me know. I really would appreciate that.
Anyone else before we sign off? All right, guys. Well, if there's nothing else, have a great day. Also, oh yeah, we'll talk about that next week. What's today? The 20th. Have a great week. I look forward to hearing about all your successes for next week. All right, guys. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I love the goodbyes.